and welcome to Flavourful Eats. Today we have vegan Saatvic yogic food that we are presenting with Shanthi Yogini. Greetings and welcome. Namaste.
Namaste.
And her daughter, Pavitra.
Thank you for having me.
And we're doing a special Mother's Day treat with mother and daughter. So we're doing 3 dishes, collard greens and garbanzo beans, quinoa and pinto beans with some corn and peppers. And we're doing a final dish with sprouted moong and coconut. So with that, we get started. You're going to show us how to do your moong and what different ingredients we're using?
Yeah, absolutely. So first is our collard greens curry with the garbanzo beans. So the ingredients we are using is, this is the cumin seeds. This is, you can use paprika powder, or I use one of the South Indian spices, the Sambar powder that you get in Indian store. I kind of use this for almost every dish I do. I kind of keep the ingredients very simple. So the cumin seeds, the chili powder, the paprika powder, and then this is the turmeric powder, which has really got very good antiseptic properties, and salt, garbanzo, and I'm going to, we are going to garnish it later with some coconut. We'll now see how to actually cut the collard greens. I know a lot of people only use the leaves and they throw out the stems, but stems also are potent and they have good nutrients. So the thing is that we cannot cut them all together. We need to separate out the stem from the leaf because the stems take longer to cook. So this is the way we cut. So we took out the big stems first out, and then we have the leaves here with the small middle stem. So we also have to take that out. So we may have to do it one by one. So take the.
But I got the lazy man style. I just hold it and I grab
That's
it.
another way. So we have the stems here. So then the leaves. So yeah, these leaves, then you can just cut.
Chop, 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 chop.
Chop, chop, yeah. No particular way, just getting the job done.
Just make sure they are same size.
Yes, uniform.
Uniform, that's the word I was looking for. See? So then, can we get the process started a little bit?
Yeah, so then these you cut separately. So this is the way I have cut the stems. So the stems are separate and leaves separate here. So we start off with some oil.
And we've already got the pan a little bit warm, so that'll help quicken the process of getting the oil nice and hot.
Quickly, yes. And an oil that will stand the heat. You can't use cold press.
Correct.
So first we are going to use the cumin seeds, which are again really good for digestion. So I use this for most of the dishes.
I guess the oil wasn't quite hot, but it's okay.
It will get hot.
It's okay, I kind of put it in the first itself and I don't wait for the oil to heat. So when it gets heated and comes to the right temperature, the cumins will start splattering, but we shouldn't keep it long in the stove because then they will turn black. So
That's
now they have
right.
already started.
We can
So, so then we can put the other spices. Yeah, so then we can actually sim it down, like slower it, so it's not too much heat.
So just a pinch or quarter teaspoon of turmeric. We have all the recipes, so please follow them. And any questions, you can always write to flavorfuleats@gmail.com.
Okay, so then we'll first put the stem. So I didn't add the salt, I'm going to add it now.
And salt to taste.
Salt to taste.
And
Yep.
some people these days are not eating salt, that's okay too. You get to taste the full flavor of the vegetable.
So is it up now?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can adjust the spices in this as well. If you like spicy food, you can put in more of the paprika or even black pepper if you wanted to. So
Yes, you don't have to
Yeah.
put the paprika. You can
Yeah.
just use black pepper. Black pepper together with the turmeric and oil, it makes the turmeric more absorbent by the body. So that's the reason to put something spicy.
right.
And in fact, in place of collard greens, you can also use any other leaf like chard. You can also use kale, and the method is the same. How we prepare and the kind of ingredients are same. You can mix and match, any other greens in its place.
So while that's cooking for a couple of seconds, you want to say how you use your garbanzo beans in this pressure cooker?
Oh yeah, sure. But meanwhile, maybe we can just put the leaves because it looks like the stem might be done.
And how do you check to see if the stem is done? What's the best way?
So I kind of try to put a knife or
A
fork
fork.
or something and
Okay.
see how much, whether it's going inside, whether it's hard. It doesn't need to get really soft now because as we put the leaves and as we put the other things,
Softens.
it's going to
Right.
slowly keep getting softened.
Okay.
So can you please do this?
Yeah.
Just keep mixing it as I add.
And throughout the cooking process, the quantity will greatly
Shrink.
reduce as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like a lot now. It looks like the pot might be overflowing, but it will reduce.
Okay.
So you put the garbanzo beans and the herbs at the same time?
I just want to put it now just so that it can absorb some spices a little bit.
You still have more of the herbs there, so I was just checking.
And this is just to help with incorporating everything together.
You can help if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, we just
Yeah.
press them before we add more so it's not falling out.
Right.
There we go. All done.
And it's all right if cooking gets a little messy, It's supposed to be kind of fun, so it's okay.
Everything is just okay.
Right.
Doesn't need to be all perfect.
Might want to let the
So
bottom
maybe
leaves
leave
cook
a little bit, cook
yeah.
a little bit, and then you can
we
come
can
back
mix
to
it again.
Okay. As
We washed the stove beforehand, so that's
so okay, after some more space is
Right,
after
yeah.
it cooks, then we can add the rest.
okay.
Okay,
Alright.
so
Do you want to? Okay, come here to show that.
So I just wanted to show you how we can cook a lot of things together and save time by using pressure cooker. So what we do is, so this is a pressure cooker I've been using for like more than 25 years and it has a long lifespan. So we add water at the bottom because that is how the pressure gets built. So
Yes, that's the pot, and that's yes.
yeah, so you add water.
You watch at the bottom.
And then
Okay,
you
go
can
ahead.
mix it, you can mix it. So then we put one utensil here, and then I'll put, you can use either the stainless steel or even the aluminium. And then so just as a separation so that this won't topple over this, I'm just putting a plate to separate, and then I'm placing this. So you can, in each one of them you can keep different things.
So
Say
you would have put your garbanzo beans, your brown beans, your kidney beans, and
yeah, the kidney beans, the garbanzo, and at the bottom the quinoa. So all the three I would put at one time. And then see, then you can everything fits into this. So you can choose utensils that fit into the size of the pressure cooker that you have, and Then we put this weight, this is called at the bottom because this is what contains the pressure, keeps it inside and makes it cook. And I put it right in the beginning itself, and then when it's all pressure built up and it is cooked, it starts whistling. And then based on what item I'm cooking, I allow 3 sounds, or if I'm putting some lentils and I need it to be really, really very smooth, I would put even 6-7 sounds. But for these, we don't want them to get mushy, so I only put 3 sounds for all of them. So this is the way to use pressure cooker.
And then the pressure cooker I have actually comes with divided things inside, so that can be used too. Like
Yeah.
3 different things flat.
Exactly, yeah.
So then, is this ready for more of our garbanzo beans?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's been reducing in quantity, so we can put in the rest.
So can we put it to the side?
We can add in the remainder of the garbanzo beans. And we can see that the greens that were overflowing now have definitely come down quite a bit. So
Take it all the way from the bottom and we'll bring it on top.
all right. And make sure we mix that all in so everything is incorporated really well together.
Okay, I'll mix it.
And now pretty much it's what's the remainder of this process.
And yeah, you can, if you want it to really want to keep it crisp, you don't have to cook the leaf a lot. If you want it really very, very soft, you can go longer. Because everything else is cooked, garbanzo is already pre-cooked, so it's all left to how much you want the leaf.
Yes, you can use it as a salad, or you can use it as a curry or a stir fry.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've got different cooking methods in the one dish,
Yep.
which is wholesome.
Right. A good way to get in the much needed greens that
Yes.
we often neglect. So
And high protein with the garbanzo beans.
Yeah, it's good to eat a lot of greens. Eating greens every day is wonderful. A lot of iron, fiber.
It also lowers your acidity in your body, so which is a good thing. If you eat too much of carbs.
right, which sometimes we often do.
Oh,
It's very
yes.
carbohydrate-based diets that we have. So it's important to make sure we're getting enough vegetables.
Okay, so are we ready for our next dish? Can I pass the ingredients over? You want to show us your next dish? So next dish is a quinoa vegetable dish. So the quinoa will be our main substance, I guess, from our meal. So to that you're having sweet corn, parsley, peppers and kidney beans together with your seasoning. So I'm going to be getting you to use this plate to cook the pot. Can you reach out here?
Yes.
So similar seasoning, you got cumin, sambar powder, turmeric and salt.
And salt.
Okay, and then we put the stove on.
Which is nice that you can kind of use the same seasonings. You don't need to have too much in your house to be able to,
true.
make these dishes. A few seasonings will go a long way.
Because sometimes, a lot of Indian ingredients may be very elaborate to prepare a dish and it might become confusing. But I know they give unique taste. So if you want to be really authentic, you need to use the right spices. But then I know I am more about healthy cooking, but simple and something done quick. And so I just stick to the good ingredients. Like I know we need some spice, but cumin is good. Turmeric is really good, so we need to put those things, and salt we
Oil
need
is ready. So you can add
Okay.
some turmeric again. I mean cumin.
Cumin. Yep.
Okay, can we sim it?
Spoons on your way.
Do you want the other
Do
spices?
you have other spices?
as
Sambar?
Let me,
and-
yeah,
okay.
I'll put this, but I thought since it is already
Yes, yes.
become,
Okay,
don't want it to become black, so I'll put this and then I'll put the spices. Can you be just mixing it while I'm adding the spice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful of the splatters,
Yeah.
it's too high.
And that's just a good thing to know. If the cumin looks like it's getting close to burning, then just put in a vegetable or something else to sort of
Yes.
diffuse that in the moment. So
That's correct.
roll with the punches.
That's your turmeric.
Yes, and then the salt.
Salt to taste.
Salt to taste, yep. So after we add in the seasonings,
We all have, all vegetables has its own salt in its own way actually.
that's true.
But we unfortunately get our palate used to salt.
Yeah, we have. But nowadays we're seeing a lot of low sodium, items in an attempt to reduce our salt intake too.
That is correct. But
So again, yeah, if you need it crisp, we can immediately add this. If you want
Crunch.
to cook,
right, the
with a
crunch, yeah.
yeah, that's good. I think you could add
Yeah.
the corn in. So simple ingredients. Again.
Right.
Corn, always make sure it's organic. So you're not getting a
Corn,
GMO stuff.
yeah, and
Right.
corn always adds color to a lot of
Yes.
things.
So this is a rainbow of colors here, which is perfect for all your
Right.
nutrients. Yeah, see, this is closer to our purple and blue.
Right, it's gonna be a rainbow soon.
Yes, and you're going to have green for parsley.
Hey, it looks like a cake. We were excited when from another utensil we put it here. It was like a cake, so we made it a little topping here.
Thinking, yeah, if you hold it and you can, pour it down.
Only because I'm a little taller.
It's probably gonna slide down.
Anyways, I'm going to bring it back so that it doesn't fall outside the pot. There we go.
Yeah.
You're blocking your face, but sorry.
That's not right. I'm getting a close up of
Quite
the food
okay.
now. All right, so as you can see, we have a lot of quinoa here. Gonna try to.
Wow, the pot looks like it's just the right size for you.
Yeah. Can already smell the spices. It smells so good.
It's very good.
Still a student when it comes to cooking, but it works.
Third dish is a raw one totally. We don't need to put it on the stove at all. And it's also got a lot of nutrients because it is sprouted. It's really live, it's still living. And so that is the beauty with the raw. When we eat raw vegetables, they are still alive. The moment we place them on stove, they are dead. But otherwise, they are still alive, they are breathing. So this one is still growing. And for this, what we have used is moong dal, it is called. It's like a green, a whole bean.
Green.
And,
Yes.
yeah.
A whole green.
Whole bean it is, not the split ones, split moong dal, which we also use a lot in our cooking.
But that won't sprout because it's already killed.
Yeah, it's already killed. So this one is still live, so it's whole. So what we do to get the sprout is, I know we can get it in the market directly, but I usually do my own sprouting. So I soak it in the water overnight, and then once they've absorbed all the water, then I drain the water and then just leave them, and they'll slowly, start these little sprouts that you can see. So they are growing out of that. So initially it was, when it got soaked, it was just only like this, and then now as it starts sprouting, and it will keep growing the longer you keep. So if I had done this about 3 days back, by now they would have gone pretty long, but right now they aren't that long. They have begun sprouting, they are a little bit.
And they're edible.
Yeah, they are edible. And you don't want to let it go too long because then it also changes its taste. So this much sprouting, it's like a very good time to eat it. So this is our sprout, and to make it a nice sweet dish, we are going to add equal quantity of grated coconut along with this.
And so we can mix this in before putting it on the stove.
No,
But this
no
we are
stove,
not actually
no,
putting
no
it on the
stove.
stove because this is going to
raw.
be a raw dish.
It will be a salad,
It will be just
a
a
very
salad.
nutritious salad.
And then we are going to add parsley to this. You can also add cilantro, but parsley will give a little bit of that, what do we say, a spicy taste to it. So we'll add, you can add as much coconut as you want, as much parsley as you want.
And if you add extra cilantro to that, it becomes a detox also, because cilantro is a very good metal detoxification herb. I think parsley to a certain extent, I'm not too sure of that.
Also eating raw, it saves a lot of time to see. It's already done, this dish, and these are still getting done, you see.
And I was going to say, in the cooking process, if you really want to make this really, really healthy, you don't need to use oil at all. You make the pot hot, and in a hot pot you can splatter your seasoning. And then you,
Like a dry roasted thing.
right, because the coconut is actually in fact a fat. So you're having your fat included anyway. So that's another little thing I thought of adding there, if it makes a difference really for anyone.
Yes.
Or somebody that's following a no fat diet.
For
Processed
me,
fat.
yeah, I don't personally use a lot of fat at all because I'm as it is a vegan, so I don't use butter, cheese, and lot of other things that normally come. So a little bit of 1 or 2 teaspoons oil. I don't do anything fried. Okay, we can now actually put this on top, and we can also switch it off.
You didn't want to garnish it once you serve in the plate? That's good, we can serve that way.
And you can put it on a plate as well.
So you want to put your sprouted moong into that glass bowl?
You can put it in this, serve it in this. And we also need to add in and this you can, I mean, it's just garnish, so that depends on people's preference.
Taste-wise.
Taste-wise, yeah.
So Shanthi, this looks really delicious. And we now got Mr. Angajan joining us, and we want him here, and Pavitra is going to do the honors to taste and give us their honest opinion on how it tastes like. So, but before we go ahead, what do you normally do? You said this was a Saatvic, yogi, vegan dish. So what do you normally do before you even start eating, now that it's all done, laid out? And
so before we eat, we say about a prayer, not a prayer, actually kind of 3 stanzas, but today, for this purpose of today, we are just going to do one. And so this is it has a lot of meaning. It's not just thanking God for the food, but it is really what the food should do for us.
Digestion.
What is it we want it to do? Want the food to give us knowledge, determination to achieve things we want. And the particular one we are going to now chant is the Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi. So what this really means is that everything is divine. What is being eaten is divine. The person who is consuming is divine. And we have this we call it the digestive fire, because we burn calories. That means there is heat inside, which is that's what is burning. So even that, which is like the fire sacrifice, it is being sacrificed into that fire. So that is divine. Everything is divine. So when we keep thinking of the divine, where we will finally reach is also divinity. So that is that one thing that we are going to say together today before we taste.
go ahead.
Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagno brahmanahutam brahmaiva tena gantavyam brahma karma samadhina. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
So we provided gratitude, sanctified the food, and now it's going to digest well.
Yes,
No doubt about
yes,
that.
yes.
So with that, we present for Mother's Day to mother and daughter, and then as hospitable guest, we get one plate to eat. Let us know what you think of. This is the collard greens and garbanzo beans. This is the sprouted mung, and this is the quinoa, corn and kidney beans together with some peppers.
The spicy cake, vegetable cake.
Yes, somebody is diabetic or have any issues, this is how you present your birthday cake.
I'll go straight for the mung and coconut. Very saatvic, very wholesome.
Yeah.
Could do with a little more salt, like you said. But it's not meant to be
I
salty.
didn't put salt at all
Yeah,
in
it's
this.
not meant to be salty.
Right.
So we can add if you want salt and pepper, but I just kept it nothing else but the 3 ingredients. But it's optional. People can add salt. They even add lemon juice. You can even add more vegetables, grated,
Ginger.
carrots and ginger. Yeah, you can add a lot of things. I just
Coconut
wanted to
is a nice touch to that.
Quinoa with
Quinoa with the kidney beans.
kidney beans.
Round it up, very rounding, good.
It's so nice because it gives you that satisfying feeling of like eating the carbs that we crave naturally, but it's
High
so
protein.
wholesome, yes, and high in protein.
It's whole grain.
Yeah.
And our collard greens and our from the deep
It's an
south.
important
Yeah.
thing. We should always use the whole grains. We should look for that in the ingredient. So pasta, you can get in all kinds, spaghetti, but choose the whole grains.
This is really delicious.
All are really wholesome.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
I think it definitely absorbed the flavors, the longer the cook time.
I think it will be cooked for a
Yeah.
long time compared to the others.
Right, so now Shanti for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you so much, and to you too.
And Pavitra is going to be making this coming
Yes,
month long.
I'll cook for her now.
Yes, breakfast in bed starts with that, right? The good thing is anti-inflammatory and a whole lot of good things that's going to really, really do good for your health, together with some pranayama and some early morning waking up and doing some yoga stretches. We'll live long.
Yes. Yeah, food is.
The taste is really lovely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you again, Shanti.
Thanks. Yeah, food is such an
Thank you
essential
for
part
having
of
us.
yoga. So I'm really thankful that that you also called me as we have another show talking about yoga, meditation, happiness. But you also invited me about the food because this is such an essential part of yoga, the yoga way of living. So thanks a lot.
And thank you for joining us even now. And Pavitra, I know we just grabbed you in,
I
but
know.
you did a great job. Thank you,
you.
and welcome anytime.
Appreciate
I'm your host, Amsha Naidu. You're welcome to watch this anytime on ActonTV.org. Any comments, flavourfuleats@gmail.com. Till we meet again. Bye-bye. Take care.